The last day in San Blas, I met Antonio Lopez, which is a mayor in Cunayala. And we met first time 2012 in Isla Elefante, and we have decided to meet in Nunidup this day. It was a very nice meeting, and they were following me out to the Ammonite and made a visit there too. We left San Blas at 1400 today, and we are heading to Cuba. Depending on the very nice weather forecast, we decided to take it in one step. That means that we have about 5 days in front of us, and the forecast is promising waves under 1 meter. Well, for the moment we don't have that, we have a little bit more, but anyhow it's really nice. And it started to rain in the beginning, but now it's quite clear. We had some issue with the RES, which I'm trying to find out. That lead anyhow to that we had a ship which was coming too close to us, and we had the right of way. So I called them up and asked them if we could keep our course. And it did take a little while until he was coming back and say of course, and changed his course. So instead of just being 100 meters away, he was about 1700 meters away. So that's call was good. At the evening the waves has come down, and we did get a nice sunset. But on the radar we could see that there was still some rain, but far away. We have now been under our way a little bit more than 6-7 hours, and the clock is now, let's see, nearly 10 p.m. and I'm on my first night watch. Anders will come up and we will make exchange 11 o'clock. We have quite strong current against us, so we are doing only 6.5 knots. So it seems like we have 2 knots against us, and I think that will change when we come halfway. Then the current will change, and because of the Gulf Stream, and we will have 2 knots with us. Let's hope for that. The night has been calm, and we see the sunrise now, and it has been a change in the current. Earlier we was only doing 6.8 knots. We had quite much current against us, which now has changed, so we have about half knots with us, and we are doing a little bit over 9 knots, which is of course nice, and I think it will increase when we come closer to Cuba because of the Mexican current. A day like this we spend up here on the flybridge, and we have just had a dinner. So what did we have for dinner today, Anders?
We have meatloaf.
Yeah.
With very good carrot and potatoes. Very nice, very good.
Lovely.
Very nice.
So, and as you see, the sea is flat, and about 70 miles in that direction is Isla Providencia, which we first thought to make a stop at. But since it's so good weather, we decided to go in one leg up to Cuba. Well, no fish today, but it's coming more days. So we try tomorrow again. When you're sailing here, you need really to have a sharp lookout and zoom in on the sharks. Look here. Two big reef with 0 depth. And if we hadn't been really looking carefully on the sharks, then it could have ended up as Veritas when she was sailing up on a reef outside Mauritius. Look here. Just zooming in a little and it's coming up. But no sign. It's looking very good, and you see depth about 1700 meters. Everywhere. Nothing telling you that there are reef which you had to avoid. So really bad shots. And this is sea map, and I think they should be ashamed. And I should also say that we are sailing here during the night, and it's totally black outside. You don't see anything. So if we hadn't zoomed in, this could have been a bad day for Ammonite. I am sure someone say that you had the radar. And yes, we had the radar, but as you see, it's a little tiny plop, which at least I had been thinking was a small, very small boat. I should never believe that it was an island there, or a big reef. So yeah, dangerous water. It's a marvelous morning. The night has been very calm, and you can see also it's like we are sailing in oil, and soon the sun will come up. It's magic. Love it. It's a day for breakfast up at the flybridge. And of course, we had to fly you with a drone since it's so calm, and want to show nice pictures here, a video. Another fantastic morning. The sky is nearly clear and we are gliding through the water really. It's a little bit small waves today, but still the whole night it has been like we was lying in a complete was lying in a marina and complete plain water. So yeah, amazing. And we have about 33 hours to go till we come to the Cuba and clear in. So we will arrive in the middle of the day, which is very good because the shot is not so good accurate, and it's a very small place we go to. It's just more or less a pier. But everything is good on Ammonite and we enjoy the ride, and it will be much sunbathing today, I'm sure. We are waiting for the sunrise. It has been a very calm night. As you see, the sea is not like yesterday, oily, but still very plain sand, and it's a nice ride. And it's looking to be a lovely day today. There it's coming. Amazing to see. That is one of the good things to be a sailing and having long passage. It's all the nice sunrise and sunset you have the possibility to get. And we have been lucky to get them nearly all the days. Yesterday we had a fish on, and today it's looked like that too, but it was running away both time. So I don't know how it will go. We have about 24 hours to go to Cuba, so still a chance to get fish. As you see, it's a little bit more wavy today, but still we are just gliding forward. Nearly no movement. It's a fantastic sailing for a motor yacht. And as you see, the weather is nice, and we expect that it will be it the coming day also. We hope to clear in around 12 tomorrow, and hopefully it's going smooth, and then we will leave on the afternoon to Isla Levita as soon as we have finished the clearing. But the clearing could take several hours, so we don't know yet. But let's hope for the best. Time to make inspection of the engine, and you will see how it's going. I will measure temperature from different places and check village and so on, so there is no leak. But I tell you that before we go in, because you will not hear me when we go in there. It's our 4th day on the way to Cuba, and we estimate to arrive within, let's see, 7-8 hours, depending on the current. And the weather is still good, a little bit more cloud today, and we had seen some lightning in the night, but over the land, so it was far away. It's a little bit more wavy, but still very flat. So it seems to be a very nice day today also on Ammonite. And you could see here that we are coming around the corner and later on, and we will go into a pier. It's really nothing there more than a house and the Coast Guard. I have been there 2 times before. One when I was leaving Cuba 2012, heading for Mexico, and the other time was when I was coming from Panama and Cayman Island and arrived to Cuba 2013. So it will be interesting to see if there is any difference since it was 6 years ago. We are close to Cuba now, and we have been trying to call them the last hour or so, but no success. We was also earlier called up by the American Navy, which was coming and checked us and wanted to know everything about us. So it was a conversation for at least 10 minutes about what we did and what we were doing and the name and where we have been and so on. But they were satisfied and let us go. So now we are just trying to get in contact with the Cuba Coast Guard, and I'm quite sure they have a place here, and still we don't get any contact, even if we could see all of the masts and so on, and they must for sure see us. At least you should expect that. But okay, we will see. We have about 1.5 hours to go since the current, which I was expecting to be with us with 2 knots, is really against us with 2 knots. So the pilot book and everything which I know is wrong, which surprised me. But I'm sure it's the climate which make this to be like this. Okay, let's see and hope that we come into Marina Los Moros and could clear in. Coming back about how it's going.